In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Stellar Blade, a highly anticipated upcoming single-player hack-and-slash ARPG developed by a small Korean studio known as Shift Up and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. From the 6-minute showcase at PlayStation State of Play, we have been presented with a massive world, interesting characters and companions to interact with, as well as a highly engaging combat system, shaping it up as one of PlayStation's top games this year. Stellar Blade has been in development for over 5 years, originally being announced as Project Eve back in 2019, and takes heavy inspiration from some of the greatest games known in the modern gaming space. Most notably, Nier Automata has been a huge driving force for the setting and theme of Stellar Blade, a detailed post-apocalyptic world in which Earth has been overrun by invaders, only this time it isn't just robots, it's also aliens. We'll be exploring everything we know so far about the story and its post-apocalyptic setting, the gameplay and combat in this video, so let's check it out. Stellar Blade unfolds in a post-apocalyptic Earth, a desolate wasteland with little remaining human life in the not-too-distant future. Earth was once a bustling hub of civilization and progress, but now lies in ruins, a shadow of its former self, after being overrun by alien invaders known as the Naytiba. These extraterrestrials forced the majority of humanity to flee Earth, who now live in colonies throughout outer space. Who plays the main protagonist, Eve 7, also known as Eve, a soldier of the Eve Defense Force. As a member of the elite squad, she's been tasked with the impossible feat of reclaiming Earth from the clutches of the Naytiba by defeating their elders, the linchpins of the alien occupation, as well as by quelling the rampant malfunctioning machines left behind by humanity that scour the wastelands. In Eve's journey, she'll encounter various companions such as Lily, an engineer who can upgrade Eve's equipment, or Adam, a GigaChad survivor who becomes her guide, leading her to Zion, the last bastion of mankind on Earth. The city of Zion is a reminder of what was and what could have been and what was lost, standing as a contrast to the surrounding desolate desert wasteland and providing a safe haven for the remnants of human society. The city will likely be the central hub where Eve meets unique survivors that she can interact with. Survivors of Earth appear to be heavily cybernetic, with strange cyborg mouth guards, masks, and bodies modified likely by necessity rather than choice. As a result of being toughened out by the wasteland, most of these survivors are extremely cautious of Eve at first, refusing to sell her merchandise and generally scorning her. However, as you progress the game, survivors will eventually come to trust you as they recognize your genuine efforts to save humanity. But it's not just the survivors of Zion who change with developments in the story. Eve will also be subject to significant changes. She starts off as a soldier, almost robotic in her demeanor and purpose, but through her experiences and interactions, she starts to exhibit a sort of human evolution, gaining expression and showcasing emotion. Again, this aspect seems to be reminiscent of the character development seen in characters like 2B from Nier Automata. The last thing to touch upon about the story of Stellar Blade is that it seems to have a large religious undertone in which everything takes place, with many allusions to Christianity. The most profound example we can see so far is the somewhat biblically accurate angel who can be seen hovering over one of the space colonies in the first trailer, destroying it and throwing Eve outside. The other more nuanced innuendos include the main characters being named Adam and Eve, the main city name being only one character off from Zion, the city of holiness in the Bible. It's all in all a very interesting theology, which was actually also present in Nier, so it will be exciting to see exactly how it all comes together in the upcoming story. Apart from the clear inspiration in setting and overall atmosphere like Nier Automata, Stellar Blade's gameplay also takes a lot of inspiration from other modern classics in gaming. For example, the CEO of Shift Up has stated that God of War taught him that you can experience a vast world without being completely open world, a feature which has been brought into Stellar Blade, making it a semi-open world. Other inspirations that the CEO lists are Bayonetta, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, all of which being present in some form within the game. The genre of Stellar Blade is being labeled as a hack-and-slash action-adventure with some RPG elements. Given the nature of the game being a fast-paced hack-and-slash, Shift Up is adding an option to adjust the difficulty level so that both Ninja Gaiden pros and your average Joe can find a challenge suited to their taste. We can expect approximately 25 hours of content in the main storyline, with an additional 50 hours available from side content. The general gameplay format is about what you'd expect from what you've seen in the trailer. Players can accept various quests throughout Zion and uncover many hidden mysteries that Ruins of Humanity holds outside of the city. There are request boards that ask the player to take on lighter jobs like Find the Cat, where players search for a cute cat to earn 1,000 gold, as well as more significant missions like survivors asking Eve to gather hypercells, the vital energy cells sustaining the remnants of Zion. You can also expect to buy merchandise from vendors in the city. As mentioned before, the inhabitants of Zion may be initially wary of the player, refusing to sell their goods to them and generally expressing contempt, but will loosen up as you demonstrate commitment to rebuilding the city and assisting its people. It's possible that taking certain requests and making certain decisions will further impact your standing with these people, possibly unlocking even more merchandise or getting discounts, etc. Once you're outside the city completing requests or doing the main quests, there will be a complimentary camping system to go along with the semi-open world exploration. These camps are remnants of the previous squad attempting to defeat the Naytibas and allow Eve to create checkpoints throughout the world. Resting at them is not unlike a bonfire in the Souls games, replenishing Eve's HP and her supplies from her stock. In the camp, you can also purchase items from vending machines and upgrade various aspects of Eve's combat capabilities. In exploration, you can come across numerous remnants of man-made structures, rabid malfunctioning robots, Naytibas, and other survivors, and possibly other landmark locations. Alongside your exploration will be some kind of scanner drone companion which can uncover hidden areas in the environment and can help in solving puzzles throughout Earth. For traversal, there seems to be a little bit of platforming and parkour, including the ability to double jump, swing across poles, and use a sword as a skateboard, although this last one may just be specific to a certain fight sequence. We may see other forms of navigation later on. For now, we can assume the game will mostly be on foot. A significant gameplay aspect of Stellar Blade is also its attention to character design, particularly regarding Eve. She's basically a style icon with a pretty face and a body based off a real Korean supermodel, and a behind which apparently is said to have special attention put on it when designing her model. To complement her stylish appearance, there are going to be around 30 different costumes for Eve alone, changing her appearance significantly, as well as confirmed outfits for Adama and Lilin coming soon. These have no real connection to the narrative or gameplay, so you will be able to wear what you like most without having to worry about armor stats and whatnot. The combat system of Stellar Blade will be comparable to the likes of Devil May Cry, with a wide range of attack strategies and personalization. The game provides you with a choice of different combos and skills, allowing you to craft a unique fighting style that suits your own gameplay preferences. To start, let's go over what you can see in the interface. The combat interface includes 4 primary meters on the bottom left: the beta energy gauge, the burst gauge, health points, and the SH meter, which is possibly shield. The burst energy gauge is used for executing your 4 special skills you can see on the bottom right of the screen. As you can probably guess, you charge this meter by striking enemies with basic attacks, successfully dodging or parrying attacks, by memorizing enemy attack patterns, or by unlocking the Inner Ninja Gaiden Pro within you. The burst gauge is similarly charged from parrying enemy attacks and executing combos, which can be used to gain temporary buffs or execute unique moves, which are likely the cutscene moves we can see from time to time in the trailer. On the left of those gauges in HP, you can also see 2 equipable item slots where you can put useful combat gadgets or healing items. The small glimpse of the arsenal we saw included grenades such as shock grenades, pulse grenades, and sonic grenades, as well as some healing item potions and unique gadgets like a biotic field generator. Moving on to skills, you can unlock and enhance skills through a skill tree with different trees available to upgrade, such as the attack tree and beta tree. These trees have been said to cater to different playstyles, such as whether you favor speed, recovery, or defense, allowing you to build Eve's combat capabilities to your own liking. The animations and attacks shown are usually a flurry of slashes, as well as 360-degree attacks, a Virgil Judgment cut move, and in general a variation of slicing something fast. While the combat is primarily focused on blade-centric hack-and-slash action with these skills in your equipment, it also incorporates some third-person shooting with different types of guns available in the game, like laser guns or just normal guns. There will also be a gear and equipment system that allows Eve to equip some kind of defensive items without changing her cosmetic appearance. There aren't any concrete details on this as of yet, but we can see from the upgrade screen that there are upgrades for attack power, tumbler, and adding a gear slot, as well as upgrades for Eve's drone and exospine, which is likely her main armor stat, reducing damage from enemies. Speaking of enemies, Stellar Blade features quite a grotesque array of adversaries. The Naytibas, monstrous rabid creatures with fleshy designs, will be the main enemy force of the game. They have various designs from small dog-like monsters to massive biblically correct angels and do not seem limited at all in shape or form, so we can expect a lot of variety. We also know there will be rampant malfunctioning robots, including rifle-wielding robots and large humanoid robots armed with saw blades. Even hostile survivors pose a threat, with some living in the wasteland outside of Zion attacking Eve during exploration. To summarize, the overall combat of Stellar Blade seems like a relatively simple system, taking known formulas and executing them with extra style, making every move feel flashy and impactful. Stellar Blade was originally set out to launch in 2023, but it was delayed, now launching this year on April 26th as a PlayStation 5 exclusive. So unfortunately for PC and Xbox players, you will not be able to buy this game for the foreseeable future. The game will be launching with 2 editions, $69.99 for the Stellar Blade Standard Edition and $79.99 for the Stellar Blade Digital Deluxe Edition, which comes with exclusive cosmetics for Eve, Adam, Lily, and the drone, along with some in-game bonuses like SP, XP, and gold currency. However, you can rest assured that despite the odd bonus in the Deluxe Edition, there are not going to be any microtransactions in-game. Final thoughts. With about 5 years of development, Shift Up are finally ready to release their first AAA game to the market, and a PS5 exclusive nonetheless. What they've shown is impressive, promising something like Nier Automata 2 with its own unique spin on art style and gameplay direction. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how the game fully fleshes out its alien setting, biblically accurate angels, flashy Bayonetta-style combat, and the general core gameplay because if done right, it has the potential to be one of the best PS5 exclusives Sony has put out. I'll definitely be keeping up to date with this one, so stay tuned for more information. So what do you guys think of Stellar Blade? Is this a game you guys are going to be playing in April while you wait for Elden Ring's DLC? What do you guys make of what you've seen so far? Let me know in the comments below.